Hi, I'm Malcolm Steffen. I'm a senior musical theater major from LaGrange, Georgia. And this is a story about overcoming obstacles. The moral is, when problems become possibilities, life will start to dance around you in the most amazing ways. When the coronavirus struck in March 2020, LaGrange College sidewalks abruptly emptied, as busy, conversation-filled classes became Zoom classes. As year-end ceremonies and celebrations were postponed and canceled, plans were made to ensure a safe return to classes in the fall. Every inch of the campus was scrubbed and disinfected. New protocols were established. Course schedules were revised. But even with new precautions in place to prevent the spread of COVID-19, there were many who believed that soon after the 2020 to 2021 school year began, everyone would be forced back home.
I joked when I was leaving. I said, "Mom, see you in 2 weeks." Because I thought I was going to come, I was going to unpack, 3 days would go by, we'd get the email, and we'd come back home.
Because masks were now required on every college campus. Because concerts and performances were being called off. Theater seasons were canceled pretty much everywhere.
I honestly didn't think that we were going to do any shows this semester.
The LaGrange College Theater Arts program was known for serving up major Broadway musicals, classic comedies, and high-quality contemporary dramas. In fall 2020, however, the program had two options: either surrender to the pandemic or take a chance on an unusual idea. An idea by theater program coordinator Kim Barber-Knoll, one that could save the season, challenge the resourcefulness of everyone in the department, allow for an in-person performance before a live audience, and keep everyone safe.
So here's the idea. At sunrise, amongst these gorgeous trees on the grass, Medea will be performed. Then we'll take hopefully a 10-minute break and we will walk to the location for Antigone. People will be socially distanced. We might be able to have an audience of 10 to 15. It's as the Greeks, daylight, no mics.
So a few weeks before we actually moved in, we had a department Zoom meeting where Professor Knoll and Dr. Anderson actually announced the season to us.
Well, I personally have never done any sort of outdoor theater, but it's kind of interesting how it's really the same process anyway.
Returning students were invited to audition for this unusual project. To facilitate social distancing, each waited outside until receiving a text to Enterprise Theater.
I've been doing theater since I was in middle school, and I always get super nervous.
Hi, my name is Jalen Manguel, and I'll be performing a monologue from Medea, a monologue from Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, and I'll be singing My Grand Plan from The Lightning Thief. Hello! Oh, it's so thrilling to meet you.
I feel like I audition all right.
I know that I will die.
I know I get nervous sometimes, but being here with Professor Knoll, I feel like my nervousness has gone way down.
Don't react, just listen.
If I shall die before my time, I count that a prophet.
He wants a bad one, now he's got one. He ain't seen me crazy yet.
I can't stop thinking about you. I can't. Well, look, it's not like a stalker situation yet, but...
I'm not at all in love.
Once the two shows were cast, then began the challenge of producing two separate 30-minute plays, outdoors, like in ancient Greece, in the middle of a pandemic.
When we started, we did our read-through. We just did it outside in circles around the set. And then the rehearsal process was pretty much the same. It was just early in the morning, which I personally really enjoyed. I don't think everybody loved it.
It was very challenging because I am very much a night owl.
You know, it's not easy at 7 in the morning to talk about that dark betrayal, anger, murder world that is Medea.
Maybe one time somebody was a couple minutes late, but like...
I actually have experience with outdoor theater before this as well, because the summer after my freshman year, I worked a carpentry job up in Kentucky for a theater and outdoor theater. So it was fun getting to do outdoor theater again. I mean, outdoor theater, its main challenges are rain and hot.
Being able to rehearse so many times outside in that environment helped a lot to get used to the noises, to get used to everything that could happen, all the possibilities that could happen. Because we had an ambulance drive by, with the sirens.
It was a little bit harder to memorize lines just because the show was put up so fast, and it's Greek. It's not how we talk normally. It's Greek.
Oh, another challenge, bugs. So many mosquitoes. So many mosquitoes. Professor Knoll every morning was like, we gotta spray, we gotta spray.
You're outside in this beautiful 7 a.m. weather. It's windy, there's not sun out, you see the sunrise, and getting to do that every morning.
Masks served several important purposes in Greek drama. They help audience members in the cheap seats see better, and help project the voices of the actors like small megaphones.
So it was really cool making the masks. We just used muslin and we dipped it in a combination. It was a water and glue mixture. We made 18 masks, and then we had a mask fitting for every person in each cast. And they came in, tried on the mask.
They were designed for our faces, and they did this in a month's time.
I got called in, and Professor Hopper literally put a base mask that he was using on everyone that was bigger than everyone, so he could pencil in our structure.
I love working with Professor Hopper. He's really easy to work with, good at instructing on how to actually do carpentry and technical jobs and stuff. And then once we added more features onto it, we had them come back in again just to make sure if there was anything else we needed to change.
Beneath these big, fascinating Greek masks, we could also have COVID-19 facial masks underneath, and we'd be able to be distanced. And due to the nature of Greek theater, there aren't too many actors on stage at a time, so it was really easy for us to all be separate.
You have to work 10 times harder when you're in a mask, and it was actually very hard to adjust to being in one.
It's a little scary and it's a little intimidating.
If you turn completely to the side in mask, not only do we lose the face, but it's especially harder to hear.
Essentially, you're wearing a wall. And unless I'm looking directly at you, you cannot hear me. The second I turn, this entire wall is blocking me.
And so your eyes are like this, and you're matching eyes, but your face is out here. And that definitely takes getting used to.
As well as there is a permanent look on your face.
So you don't really see an emotion to go off of there, so you have to hear it all.
So after a few days of rehearsal, we started to figure out how we were gonna fill out the rest of the character from the mask.
Medea and Antigone are both massive tragedies. There's all these amazing Greek characters. Creon, Antigone, Ismene, Haman, Tiresias the blind prophet, and then I get cast as Sentry.
You shall hang alive until you open up this outrage.
Have I your leave to speak?
Don't you know your talk pains me enough already?
Is the ache in your ears or in your mind?
The only truly comedic character is the Sentry, and it's been written that way for 2,500 years.
Antigone, I had to portray her as somebody who was powerful, who wasn't fearful but yet was still sad.
Here is this hand. Will you help it to lift the dead man?
Would you bury him when it is forbidden in the city?
He is my brother, and yours too, though you deny him.
I was the nurse in Medea. Even though I only spoke for the first 4 pages, I was on stage the whole show. What do you do when you have nothing to say, but there's all this stuff happening and it's 20 minutes of you having to react and be there and stuff. So that was a fun challenge.
You have broken your word to me. Where am I to go? When in misery I am cast from this land into exile.
Absolutely, I felt constant challenges. Every line, Medea is in a different world.
If you were not a coward, you would not have married behind my back, but discussed it with me first.
And you no doubt would have furthered the proposal if I had told you of it. You who even now are incapable of controlling your bitter temper.
Toward the middle-ish end, I have this section that is 3 paragraphs long, and in each paragraph she is going through a different emotion.
I was really impressed with everyone, memorization-wise, and even with Medea, Jalen playing Medea. Medea basically is just talking the whole show, and then everyone else comes in for like a scene or two. So I was really impressed with how quickly she was able to learn everything.
So originally I was just in Antigone, and then we had a cast member get sick and she had to go into quarantine. So Professor Knoll asked if I would step in and take over her role.
LaGrange College Theater Arts presented 30-minute adaptations of 2 Greek classic plays, Antigone and Medea, on Friday, September 25th, Saturday, September 26th, and Sunday, September 27th, 2020, beginning at 7 a.m. each day, to capacity audiences restricted to 20 members of the college community.
We don't really think that all these college students are gonna pop up and come see that like first thing in the morning. But they did, and they liked it.
I applied to 22 different colleges, and I had my heart set on a different school. But then I came here, and I kept coming back because there was something that was drawing me here, and that was the students that were in the department and the professors that were there.
They have a lot of heart and pride in what they are doing here, which makes it an amazing campus to be on.
You get that like connection, you get that that time with your professor. You're not in a sea of people, and you actually get to like work on things that you actually want to work on. Like Professor Knoll asked us this semester, like, what would you guys like to learn before you graduate? What classes could I add for you guys next semester that would be helpful for you? And she's working on, like, we asked for a dialects class that she's going to add for us and stuff like that.
And something that's been amazing for me at LaGrange is that I've been able to be in so many different shows, and I've been able to be in contemporary dramas and British farces and Gershwin musicals, and now in a Greek play, and that's something I don't think I would have gotten at a different school.
I'm given everything that I need here.
I'm Malcolm Steffen, and I'm a senior musical theater major from LaGrange, Georgia.
Hi, my name is Carly Jones, and I'm a freshman at LaGrange College, and I'm from Fayetteville, Georgia.
Jalen Manguel, I'm a senior from Orlando, Florida.
My name is Cole Ryan. I'm a senior of the class of 2021, and I'm from St. Mary's, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Devin Firquin. I'm a senior from Fayetteville, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Rachel Cartwright, and I'm a senior from Birmingham, Alabama.
I'm Kyle Hildebrand. I'm a senior, and I'm from Brunswick, Georgia. I'll always remember doing this. I'll always remember when the world shut down and we said, let's do a play anyway. And then we did.
But you know, this is the funny thing too. In situations like this, we just rise. And our creativity takes over. It's what we do for a living. So it's exciting to be able to do, listen, all performing artists. It's not just actors, designers, it's singers, it's musicians. We're rising and being as creative as we can because we have to.